Hey, welcome back to Streamline Entertainment. It's your boy Marvin speaking. We're gonna get straight into a video, Decentralized Fusion. It is a podcast that I actually follow, and PPDD exposes why was Andrew Tate arrested again. He's a pretty intelligent guy and has a great breakdown of different topics that he actually talk about, and political as well. So let's get straight into the video. Don't forget to like the video. It's just one push of a button to help my videos get out there a little bit more. Thank you.
Andrew Tate, detained in Romania, handed UK arrest warrant, spokesperson says. Online influencer Andrew Tate was detained in Romania and handed arrest warrant issued by British authorities, his spokesperson said Tuesday. Tate, 37, and his brother Tristan were detained Monday evening for 24 hours on allegations of sexual aggression in UK, case dating back to 2012 and 2015. Spokesperson Mattia Petrusko said 4 women had reported Tate to UK authorities for alleged sexual violence and physical abuse, but the Crown Prosecution Service decided not to prosecute them. The alleged victims then turned to crowdfunding to cover their legal costs as they pursue a civil case against them. Tate is charged in a separate case in Romania with rape, human trafficking, and forming a criminal gang to sexually exploit women. Adam.
I mean, it's so obvious what they're doing. It's insane. Before you even read that, I'm like, let me guess. Sex crimes.
And Adam, read that.
Let me guess.
Adam, what's sexual aggression mean? Hey girl, give me your number. Like, what is that?
They've revealed their hand. It's clear. How many times have I asked you, what's going on with Tate? Like, we haven't, it's almost like the calm before the storm. We haven't heard anything about what's going on in their case in months. They were released from house arrest. They're doing podcasts more than ever on Rumble now. They just did an Oscars podcast on Sunday night.
I sent Rob a clip of the moment where they're by the way, they were going after John Cena. They're going after the gay agenda. They said some crazy stuff that, I mean, but bro, at that point though, like, you know that they're looking for you. I would tone it down. You know, everybody tells Trump to tone it down. Like, keep going.
I've said that sometimes if you talk too much and you are a podcaster and the system doesn't like you in what you're saying, this could cause some serious problems. So especially politically at the end of the day, because they seem to be, like what he said, they seem to be putting more out there than ever before.
Right, that right there, that's from Rumble. Nice.
You and I were at the height of our fame. We were offered $50 million, and when we escaped this Matrix attack, when we're no longer tied up inside of the legal system, I'm going to tell you which company offered it to us. So you may as well kill me now, because I'm going to say it. And we were offered $50 million, and we basically had to have certain opinions on LGBT and certain opinions on Israel-Palestine, and we had to wear certain clothes and dress in a certain way and do certain things, and we would be protected by the media establishment. They have said, we spend a lot of money on advertising mainstream media, so the mainstream media will never attack you because they cannot go against the poster child of the people who finance them. Basically, we hit the gay wall and we declined. And after declining, we ended up in a jail cell. And it's very interesting. Cosmic.
Wow. It's making sense, but it's also a little bit messed up in the way. Why should they be forced to do something that they don't believe in? Because these are masculine men. I'm not against anyone of any gender or who changes themselves. I've done loads of videos on gays, lesbians, many different. You go through my videos and you'll see them there at the end of the day. And I've always backed someone who understands why they're doing it and what could happen, good and bad, to their bodies if they have these changes in a female becoming a male and vice versa, a male becoming a female. There are different ways of people who want to change their life because they feel at home with it. I've got nothing against that, but these have made a stand in that they're not interested which is fair enough. We have to respect what their words, as long as they're not abusing people that are other genders to themselves.
Cosmic, yeah. Ooh, wow, how'd that happen? And it's very interesting when you sit and talk about how they're out to humiliate men because they want anyone who's seen as masculine and seen as a hero and seen as a role model to face humiliation so that the people who look up to this person are no longer inspired.
And then he gets arrested right after this. Well, and I thought about this. That's Andrew Tate. Can he transition and become like a female, like Andrea Tatinsky or something?
He did that on the second podcast we did in Bucharest. He said, I'm now the most famous woman in the world right
Why
here.
can't he transition and be like, I'm not Andrew anymore?
Yeah, he tweeted right after the arrest. I'm not sure how he tweeted, if it was his people. He said, "The Matrix is afraid, but I only fear God." There was some writing on the wall here. I don't know if you saw this. This was maybe a week or two ago. He was pulled over in Romania. Given a drug test, he passed. Given a breathalyzer, he passed. Here's the tweet right here. "The Matrix is afraid, but I only fear God." We like these guys. We're rooting for those guys. Do we agree with everything they say? No. But do I agree with everything anyone says? No. But this is the time.
That is my point. I don't agree with everything what they say and what they do, and I've stated it in many of my videos that some of it is beneficial for business, some of it against women it was completely out of order, and these guys have said the same things. You have to be mentally aware of sometimes of what people are saying, and I take it like a pinch. There are people who've taken him really serious. I'm calling him cocky and other things, a bit arrogant, which yes, he is. At the end of the day, if I had that kind of money, I probably would be a little bit at the end of the day, but it just wouldn't suit me because it's not my style. But it is what it is.
Times we're living in is that if you don't like somebody, and to this extent you don't like what they're saying, or if they're going counterintuitive to the message, you character assassinate them, you try to jail them, and as he famously said, the third bullet ends up in the back of your head. Yeah. So we're rooting for these guys. I have no clue what the hell they're going for, but they're trying to extradite them to the UK now,
which is not good.
It's again, this is my opinion. It's pretty clear to me Romania has found nothing.
Of course.
Well, he's still there. He's going out. He's driving his Bugatti. He's going around. He's having fun. Like there's probably a sense of comfort where he's like, I know this is all bullshit. But he also
the fear they had was that these guys were about to escape Romania, go somewhere else. So that's apparently one of the things that they may be running away. So let's get them before they do, and all this stuff that they're spinning.
I don't think that's true, to be honest with you. Even if they did, at the end of the day, they're so famous, they're gonna be caught somewhere. You just can't live in a dungeon and do your podcast from there. That's just stupid. At the end of the day, I think that's just an excuse to arrest them quicker for different reasons.
And doing what they're doing. Now, here's the thing. What percentage of this is, just literal? Like, hey, the girls raised the money and they're not going after them civil and UK, and that's what the case is. Okay, that's one. Second option is their comments they made Sunday night that, hey, here's what we're going to do. Whether you do this or not, we're going to come out and talk about who gave the $50 million offer to them. Who could that $50 million be? Is it BBC that offered them the money? I don't think so. Who is it? Who would it be? Who knows? Maybe there's going to be somebody that they're going to oust that's going to explain who it is, reveal who it is. 3, is this what's happening because it's getting closer to election year and they are very loud spokesperson on what he said the other day? The only person left that's going to be saving America is going to be Trump. I think he said that on something in the last couple weeks. 4, is it really the fact that they're worried, of what they're going to be doing with girls? Who knows? You pick and choose whichever thing you think it is. Then maybe just delaying them for their popularity to decline and for their relevance to kind of disappear, and then for them to be like, okay, now we'll let you come back in. Okay, now we'll let you get back into doing what you're doing. The thing with the establishment is you could kill off someone's momentum, but if someone really has a message, you're only killing them temporarily. You're not going to kill them permanently.
It's true. I think they've got to be, whoever's after him, they've got to be very, very careful in what they do, because Andrew Tate and Tristan have got a lot of followers, And I think they have saved a lot of young men's life who were depressed and wanted to hurt themselves in one way or even end their lives, which is really sad. I just think I don't take everything what they say too seriously, but I think in business and looking after yourself and being tidy as a man, looking good, moving forward, I think that's very, very important. And it has inspired me in my businesses and what I do, and I truly respect that at the end of the day, do you know what I mean? But like I said, some things at my age are positive and some things are negative in the way that it doesn't apply to my life, and it's toxic. So there's two ways we can look at what people say, good or bad. There's no really sitting on the fence. That's what I say.
You can slow down momentum. You can slow down from them saying a few words right now, but the world is naturally curious, and they're going to curiously want to find out what these people have to say, no matter how much you try to hide them from watching it. Someone's going to have to hear what they have to say. Their message is going to get out there. Tom, did you have any thoughts on this, or you're sitting there pretty quiet?
No, this is unsurprising, but this is horrifying. You know, you've got now UK courts on these guys didn't kill Kennedy. And they're being extradited at great cost, great publicly, from Romania to here. So somebody doesn't like what they're saying, and somebody doesn't want them to say more. And now you've got what's this, 2012, a 10-year-old case? This is 2012 is the first case. So this is unsurprising to me. They have pissed somebody off. They continue to piss somebody off, and Romania found nothing. They remember they had him in jail for a while, then they put him in house arrest for a while, and then they finally had to set him and say, now you can go to your own home for house arrest. And then there was nothing. And now all of a sudden, well, there's nothing. And now the 4 girls are in the UK. They do a crowdfunding thing. What the hell does the Crown Court care about 2 guys who had a dispute with some women compared to all the things that you could be worried about? Something is up below the surface, and these guys have pissed somebody off, and they're not going to let it go.
I agree, because it would have been over by now, and this is still going. I've always said it doesn't look like if the Crown prosecution or Romanian court thought this was serious enough, it would have been in court and dealt with a long time ago. I think they're clutching at straws. I think they've got small things, but I think these people don't want to come forward, and I don't think there's enough evidence to actually convict them. This is my honest, true thoughts. If there is, let's hear it. Let's get it out in the open and see whether, obviously, they can get a conviction at the end of the day. But I don't honestly think they can. That's how the laws roll in the UK. But if they had hard evidence, I think it would have been put out there or splashed all over the newspaper and tabloids.
And you know what's interesting? Whoever it is, they can't say what it really is.
This is going to backfire dramatically. When's the last time we talked about Tate publicly on the podcast? It's been months. It's been months. Look, they're doing their thing on Rumble. They're not even on YouTube. They're not even on TikTok. They're on Rumble. You know, the thing with Rumble is you're kind of speaking to an audience that already agrees with you, right? You're not speaking to the general public. It hasn't, look, as Tate Massive still say respect to Tristan, yes, but it's not like they're worldwide news. Now, if you go Google Andrew Tate, look at all this. Yahoo News. What else is there? CNN, Reuters. Rob, help me out here. I don't have the eyesight like this.
BBC,
Washington Post,
WAPO, Daily Mail, Guardian.
Yeah, it's headline news on all these different.
Yeah, good point.
So it's gonna back.
So that's the end of the video, but I think this is probably reaching a peak now into people thinking, is there more than meets the eye? I do think there is, but proving it is a different matter. It's out for people to see whether or not it's going wrong, who's following them, who's following the cases at the end of the day, but it's not for me to say. I'm just an outsider looking in. I've got my thoughts, and you've heard them. I do think it's over the top what is happening with them, and yes, they've still got a court case to be cleared in Romania and possibly one pending in the UK as well. But that was basically PDP basically podcast them talking about what they think that's going on, and it's much what I think at the end of the day. Someone's after them and someone wants to take them down at the end of the day. But like I said, I think they're not going to stop talking, so it's going to be interesting to see what's around the corner. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and help my channel grow by subscribing and like the video. Thank you very much indeed, wherever you are in the world.